Every year around this time I like to do a Christmas song. So this year my wife showed me Jimmy Fallon's Roots Band playing this with Mariah Carey and their toy instruments, and it's fantastic, so look it up. Anyhow, this song has a couple new chords in it that you might not be familiar with. There are a lot of versions on how to play it easy on the web, but I'll show you some chords that kind of make it sound a little better. Alright, so the first two measures are a G, and she starts the song out really kind of a cappella. You strum the guitar once and she sings. So there's two measures of G, then we're going to go to a C. So we got our common open G and C. The fourth measure is a E flat over C minor. So what we're doing is we're playing a C minor, and rather than having our C as a root, okay, what we're doing is we're going to use this E flat. So what we're going to do for this chord is we're going to place our first finger on the E flat, which gives us our first note in the chord. That's why it's called the E flat over C minor. And then just like a C chord, we'll have our, except this time I'm using my middle finger on the second string at the first fret. We'll add a G note on the first string at the third fret. So together, hitting just the fourth through the first, you have this sound. Now what I do is I use my first finger to mute that fifth string, so it's kind of touching it. So if I bump it, you don't hear it. Okay. So, okay, that's our fourth measure. Then we go to a G, and at the end of the G measure, we're going to go to a B seventh, then an E minor, and then our E flat over C minor. All right, and then back to a G. Now, this is where she says, make my wish come true. Make my wish come true. All right, that's an E, but you're not playing the sixth or the fifth string. You're going to start with the root note on the fourth string. All right, so you have this type of an E. So we go from our G to E to an A seventh. So you just take that first finger off the third string and move it to the second string. That's your A minor seventh. All right. And then we're going to go to a D seventh. All right. And so that's the last two halves of the measure. So we got G to E. Okay. They call that an E plus if you're not playing the bottom of the chord there. You're just playing from this octave E. All right. To A minor seventh, to D seventh. And then she comes around. This is also the beginning piano part, where after the a cappella part they'll start with the G, E minor, C, and D. So let's go through the G for the first two. To C, to E flat over C minor, around again. Now we'll go into the pre-chorus. Now the chorus. Okay, so those are the chords that'll get you through the chorus, the verse, the pre-chorus. She'll go through that the chorus a couple times, and then you're into a bridge. The chords during the bridge will be B seventh to E minor. We'll do that for one measure each, and we'll go around again. B seventh, E minor. That's the second time through. Then we're going to go to our E flat over C minor, all right, and then to G for half a measure, The chords during the bridge will be B7th to E minor. We'll do that for one measure each, and we'll go around again. B7th, E minor, that's the second time through. Then we're going to go to our E flat over C minor. Alright, and then to G for half a measure. E7th for half a measure, so we're going to play that by playing a regular E chord. We're just going to lift our ring finger off the 4th string. Then they go to A minor 7th for a full measure, and then C, which brings it around, and then you start in with the last verse, G to C, and that's only one time through because of the bridge. So anyhow, that's the bridge right into the first G of the next verse, into the pre-chorus and chorus. And the outro, you'll just keep playing G to E minor to D. Alright, so that's the song. And it's nice to learn these new chords and practice them. I think it'll make it interesting for you. So I hope that helps everyone.